And a very good evening to RPM Esports F1 Mid-Gear Season 1, Round 11. And we are at the Russian Grand Prix at Sochi. And joining me this evening, I'm RPM Spritzy, your commentator for this evening. And joining me this evening, I have the esteemed colleague, RPM Backer. Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you very loud and clear. Thank you for the introduction.
Very good evening to you, sir. And the first thing that I've just seen on my screen is that we have rain.
Yeah, we do.
We got
we have
rain.
A stormy qualifying. It won't get dry either, so this can be very interesting.
Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting indeed. So we only have 13 drivers tonight, so unfortunately the stars have not aligned for RPM mid-gear tonight, but what that will mean for us is that we will have a lot of very close, clean racing and probably less chaos in the first couple of turns. Be great for some of the drivers tonight to get a bit of a freer field and a bit less combustion, shall we say, on the first few laps. We've got Matt Johnson joining us in the chat. A very good evening to you, Matt. It's a shame that you're not here with us tonight. But if you could let us know if the audio is correct, the audio levels, both mine and Backers, that would be greatly appreciated. Before we get into quali, we will just have a quick recap of the championship standings. So we have Jetfish leading the championship in the Red Bull with 278 points, and 98 points behind Jetfish is Pui in the McLaren with 180 points. So having done our calculations, or actually Backer doing his calculations before the race, basically and we're not going to go through all the possible permutations, but basically Pui needs to outscore Jetfish tonight by a significant amount to keep this going into the last two rounds. In third place we have Luke in the Alpine, who is only 18 points behind Pui, and in fourth place we have F1 Richie in the Ferrari, only 4 points behind Luke. So these are the battles that we are looking to see tonight as the cork pops in the wine. Thanks, Back, a nice one.
I'm sorry.
No, don't worry. I just hope it's a good bottle. Sounded
It's
good
not
anyway.
A wine.
Is it not?
It's not a wine. No, I'm in the Italian style today, so the Frex and the Richie, I'm backing you up with my lovely Birra Moretti.
Ah, Moretti. Good choice. Anyway, back to the championship. So 4 points behind Luke is Richie, so that's going to be close tonight. And then in fifth place we have Al in the Red Bull also. Al is not driving he is driving tonight, so that's going to be another close battle. So we then got Theronix, who has now left mid-gear, in sixth place. In seventh we've got Big Puggy in the Williams, and Shigs also in eighth place behind Big Puggy. So they're quite important for the constructors. In ninth place we've got Shaq with 78 points, and Matt Johnston in 10th place with 73 points. Moving over to the constructors, it's a pretty much done deal that Red Bull have taken this constructors. It mathematically is possible that they could still win, but unlikely. So the real battle tonight that we want to watch is Williams and McLaren second and third, and then Ferrari only 25 points behind in fourth place. So moving back to the stream, let's have a look at what the drivers are doing. I will be relying on my co-commentator to give us an update on who's coming next.
Evil Master in turn 2, and Rozilla now putting the first lap in. No, it's the Maverick, by the way, but he went off in turn 2 as well, and it's Rozilla, like I said, doing a 147. Dragos getting in the pits again, and I do think Luke is coming through. Yeah, he is. Now I need to take a look, because both Red Bulls are coming, and Jetfish is the one crossing the line. with a
So-
47.5.
So just for the stream and all the viewers joining, thank you all for joining us, by the way. Just to tell you what the weather is going to be. So looking at the TAS system, as we've mentioned on numerous occasions before, RPM run the TAS system, which provides telemetry for both the commentators and the engineers. We have wet quali all the way through with a storm, 91% rain all the way through. But we do have a dry race. The weather is forecast to be overcast at the beginning of the race and then cloudy, moving to sunshine towards the end of the race. So I suspect that most of these drivers are actually doing this quali on a dry setup because they would have seen what the race is going to be. So yeah, it's going to be very, very tricky for them in the wet, on the dry setup. As we got Evil Master in the chat saying that he's out, and if I'm reading that correctly, it says that this game is slightly annoying me. Well, it's only quali, and there is only 13 drivers, and there may be others, so bear with it, and it's time to put in a good performance for the evening.
Now crossing the line soon, in improving his
Yeah,
time
I'm on board
already.
with Luke. I'm on board with Luke. He's, I mean, with 10 minutes still to go, I think that a lot of these drivers will be staying out on the wets and just feeling the track, getting, 1.9 second improvement from Luke puts him into third place. So I think bit by bit, this is going to get quicker and quicker and quicker towards the end. Some drivers won't even bother to go out, so I think probably Big Puggy, maybe Shigs, may not even bother. Yeah,
Next Alpine, next one to cross the line is the other Alpine of the Mighty Facts who just entered Sector 2.
Yeah, so all of those drivers that don't go out in quali, next time we speak to you in the chat, I'll be there to remind you that makes quali extremely difficult for us commentators. So if you want your streams in future, get your arses out of the garage and get some laps done.
I'm pretty sure Richie is one of the guys in the garage, but he will go
He is.
out.
He's coming out. He will come out. Richie will come out. He won't leave us stranded with nothing to commentate on, for sure. That's not Richie's style.
Mighty Facts now in the final corner. Not a great time from him, but you never know how much fuel there's in that he has in that car. So
Well, it puts him P5. So if all of the other drivers don't come out, as Eek puts in a 152 on the intermediates. So the first driver, no, not the first driver on the intermediates. We've got Rosilla also on the intermediates. But I think Rosilla set that lap. Yeah, Rosilla did set that lap on the wet, so he's not set that lap on the intermediates. So the game is doing us a little disservice there because it shows that we've got intermediates on the screen, but in actual fact it was the wet tyres that Rosilla set that on. So the only driver to have actually set a lap on the intermediates is Eek in 6th place.
yeah,
Equal.
For me, it doesn't equal. For me, it doesn't look like it's going to be too dry enough for the Inter, so he might get in and get those laps on it.
I think based on your pronunciation of the name, that I've been getting it a little bit wrong. Can you just tell me again how it's pronounced? Because I must have missed that. Sorry.
Equal.
Okay, thanks for that. Right, well, we'll try and get that right all evening. So apologies to Eek.
And
Wow for
Buggy
that.
Going to P4. His time was P3,
Shigs, P1.
but Shigs, his
Shigs,
teammate, took pole.
147.0. So obviously,
Also taking a tow now from his teammate. Big
obviously
Puggy.
heard our message. Oh my goodness, Big Puggy is out of the garage. That is an absolute miracle. Let's jump on board with him.
I'm going to see and eat. Wow, is still staying out for another lap on the Inter, so he's taking a gamble on this one.
And we got Sprink joining us in the chat saying let's go Puggy and Shigs. We've got Evil Master gonna do last to question mark. Let's hope so. And then we've got the Blade, aka Boris. Good evening, sir.
Boris
Very
in
good
the
evening.
Dragos now entering the last corner as well for his first stint.
And Luke goes over the line, 148.1. A little bit quicker. Who's the next driver we've got coming along?
Richie is on his first stint in Sector 1 right now. I'm going on board with him to see what he can do.
Yeah, we're on board with Richie.
Little eye on the standings to see if anything changes, but I don't see any cars coming soon. Both Williams are coming. Well, Shix had that tow from his teammate onto turn 1, but and Buggy seems to have had the slipstream from his teammate back on the second DRS lane. So maybe both Williams are trying to get both cars in there, and we see Shix and Buggy both crossing the line but don't improve. Shix doesn't need to, of course. See what Richie can do.
We're still on board with Richie actually on the stream.
Oh, and that's not
wow,
what
get
you
out of the
want.
way, man. Richie's coming through.
That's not what you want to see on your first stint.
Well, Richie's still got a good lap in here, I think, for the first time out. What's going to be really interesting is that all of these drivers are going to get free choice of tyre at the start of the race. So
Yeah.
as Richie goes up into 4th place. Bravissimo, signori! Fantastic lap from Richie. 4th place, get in
Yeah,
there.
maybe I didn't notice it, but maybe he even lifted a little.
He
so
did,
there
he did.
Might be some time to gain.
He did indeed, He lifted when Eek Wow was in his way. Great lap from Richie. Right, who's the next driver coming through? Jetfish.
Dragos just improved to P9.
Let's stay on board with the championship leader, Jetfish. Let's see how he's taking these corners. Boris is cheering on Williams and Ferrari. Bumblebee's also in the chat. A very warm welcome to you, Bumblebee. Nice to see you in the chat. Let's go, Richie. Richie's got huge support tonight. You cannot let your fans down, Richie. Come on. As we stay on board with Jetfish, just coming up towards the end of Sector 2.
Still in that beautiful livery.
Yeah, I wonder when the game's actually going to change that livery back.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind driving that livery tomorrow, so.
Going to be some pressure on you tomorrow.
No pressure
Jetfish
here.
is 1/10 up, which would put him maybe above, depending on how he goes in this final sector, might put him into P4.
And also is wondering who did change their setup a little for this qualifying. You never know who did that, of course. Hoping for
Yeah, but
better start.
do you think anybody would have actually gone with a wet setup for quali?
don't think so, but maybe they adjusted their ride height just a little. You don't know. And now L takes pole with a 146.7, so that's
He does
3 tenths
indeed.
up on Shix, and Pui, who just starts. Looks like he's starting his.
We're on
stint
board
again,
with
is
Pui
in
now.
P8.
And they've moved to intermediates as he locks up. Oh my goodness me. Spin, spin, spin. Nearly got the Rick song out there. Pui's really pushing on these intermediates, but they're probably quicker. Even with lockups, they're probably still quicker. As we get to the end of Sector 1, he's 6/10 up and he's had about 5 lockups already. So Pui is going to absolutely smash this out the park.
Yeah, I don't know if they are quick.
As we come up to the end of Sector 2, we'll see the difference at the end of Sector 2. Any moment now.
You could see him having a little moment on the exit. You see him having a lot of short shifts already. Where other guys are getting a lot of reps in. See what he can do.
1.1 second quicker for Pui, and he is driving He's just locked up massively into the chicane.
Yeah, but don't forget his first time was a 48.4, so he's still in the 47.3, what puts him behind
That's true,
Jetfish
that's
at the
true.
moment.
That is true. And he's
He's
not
running a low fuel.
he's not had a great last sector either. But he might be going again, and there's 1 minute 43 remaining. So that's going to put
Yeah,
Pui into pole
does.
position. I thought it would.
He took a lot of time in that last sector.
And he gets to go again on the intermediates that are already warm, less fuel.
L
So-
is going in, so he won't do another lap. Let's
Watch
maybe
this
Jetfish
space.
does something. The track really doesn't look dry at all. And Jetfish invalidated, so and he doesn't have any time left to get another lap in.
So we've got our good friend Huss joining us in the chat, asking where is Ricky Boy. Unfortunately, Ricky Boy has a date tonight, dancing with Kylie Minogue. So they've gone together spinning around, and he's not available to race. So he will be back next week. Jetfish this track looks like it's wet, but based on Pui's lap, it's probably Inters.
Yeah, I'm really in a big doubt at the moment about the tires. I wouldn't go for the inches myself, but yeah, I don't feel the track of course. But we might see some interesting laps from the guys behind as well, since Luke is also on inches.
Luke is 3
And-
tenths up.
Will 7/10 in sector 2 now, so
He is. So the track is
It's already
evolving,
like a 47.
absolutely evolving.
means he's on the same times as Pui right now in sector 2 already. Might lose a little because Pui had a blast in sector 3.
Yeah, I think Pui showed his aggression in the whole way through the lap and was absolutely driving on the limit. I mean, and fair play, a 46.1.
Final corner for Luke, and it's a 46.9, puts him in P3. And there's one person who will not. Jetfish just made it through the line to set another lap in.
And we got Rosilla as well on a good lap on the Inters, driving it like it's dry.
Yeah. Richie also made it to the line.
So who's the first one coming through then? It's going to be...
Maverick made it. It looks to be Rodzilla, the first one.
It is Rosilla, right. Let's stay on board with Rosilla then. As we have a little...
5/10 up.
As we have a hydration break.
Yeah, let's do that. This is a very tricky corner already in the dry circumstances, if you ask me. So great to see no one losing it there.
I do remember the Rosilla's first race with us, and we thought his name was Rodzilla.
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 He's
Oh,
taking
as he goes pole
That's a
position.
great time.
1:44.9. Rodzilla is back, ladies and gentlemen. He is back. Great
That's a
time.
great time. Jetfish now coming, but he is on the wet tire, so
Yeah, I think for us,
and
this
he's
track
already in
looks wet.
45. He does improve to
Oh, it goes to
P4.
P4.
Luke, final corner, 4/10 up in sector 2 so far.
And Luke goes on to
46
P3.
goes to P3. Great lap from Luke. Richie, final corner, 4/10 up. And P6
Richie,
for Richie.
sixth
Great
place.
work, amigo. The Maverick 1 second up on his time. With Frax in front, but Frax doesn't improve. Let's see what the Maverick can do, and he goes. I don't know because my timing.
He goes into 10th place. 10th place.
Overall, a great qualifying, and what a lap from Rodzilla.
Oh,
Absolutely.
I
insane.
really enjoyed that. I was worried that with only 13 drivers, that might be a tricky quali, but I really enjoyed that. So we got Rosilla on pole with a 1:44.9, 1.2 seconds behind we've got Pui in the McLaren with a 146.1, followed by Luke in the great-looking Alpine. Obviously, I'm biased. 4th place, we have Al. 5th, Jetfish, his teammate, in the Red Bull. 6th place, we have Richie. 7th, Shigs. 8th, the Maverick. 9th, Big Puggy. 10th, Dragos, no assists, so difficult in the rain. Good performance from Dragos. The Mighty Frax in 11th. Eek Wow in
Wow.
in 12th. And we've got Evo Master, who unfortunately didn't get a lap in 13th, who is going for the last 2 whatever challenge. So good luck to you. As the guys are now choosing their strategies. So hopefully nobody readies up too quickly, because that's always a pain in the backside when people ready up too quickly and you've not got your strategy sorted. So we're quite happy to wait for a few moments.
Absolutely.
What's your thoughts about your race in high gear tomorrow night, Bakker?
About my race, well, I don't expect too much. I like this track, but I don't look the fastest around here.
I like this track. I really like this track. I think it's a very flowing.
But I find it harder than previous game, to be honest, because previous game you could cut some corners a little bit more, and with these curbs you can't anymore.
Did you pick up that corner cut in from your brother?
No,
because he cuts corners. I saw it on Monday.
Yeah, I know, but no, I didn't.
Well, I'm gonna say you did.
Yeah, of course.
Just to keep you clean, and obviously blame the man who's not here. Yeah, that's the deal.
Yeah, all right. No, I don't. But for example, the final corner, you could cut it a little bit more in the previous game. Now you just get launched by the curbs, and that's a little bit.
The one thing that I've noticed from yesterday's race in low gear is that the tyre degradation is very different. They tell you that you can have good or minimal tyre wear, but actually you can really feel the tyre drop off in terms of lap time. And there's also a big difference. I think this is a very comfortable track for controller versus wheel. I think for some of the more difficult circuits, the controller drivers struggle a bit more, whereas on this track I think it's sort of maybe favours the controller driver over the wheel slightly. Obviously that's just my excuse for the performance last night, but anyway, that's a different story.
Well, Rodzilla is already racing.
Yeah, Rodzilla's trying to get he's trying to get the fastest lap for the outlap.
Top 3 will go out on the mediums. Then we got 4 soft drivers. Maverick in mediums with P8. 3 soft drivers again, and Wow on mediums in P12. And Evil going for the softs as well. I heard a lot of guys saying the reverse strategy isn't working here, so that might be interesting.
The reverse strategy worked quite well for me on Monday. Mediums to soft did work well, but I guess it depends on the safety cars. The one thing that we have seen, so RPM is running a reduced safety car to try to keep it similar to previous games and realistic, and the one thing that we've seen on this track so far is that the safety car does seem to come out quite a lot, even on the reduced setting. So assuming that my co-commentator and host Bakker has got the settings correct, then hopefully we will see only 1, maximum 2 safety cars as the drivers join up on the grid, and we will try and get a good...
I am on board with Jetfish, who starts
Luke
on the softs, of course.
Lights out.
Maybe just curious to see a great start from Jetfish already. No, it looks like
Luke's had a terrible start. Very difficult start, as we've got Pui coming up the inside of Rodzilla onto T1, and we've got
Jetfish.
a Red Bull diving down the inside and a Red Bull diving down the outside, and Rodzilla's away.
I was on board with Jetfish, the one who cut the corner, and that was basically the only way he could go.
So Rodzilla's away, Pui's away, and we've got Al in 4th place.
Boris enjoying the Wow bit.
Don't stop the wow bit. But we've got Al in fourth place, who's got a damaged wing on 10% on the front wing on the right. And we've got Evil Master also with 11% on the left side. So as we jump back on board,
Maverick on a great start as well. He started P10.
this is going to be a real race of performance, because I think with only 13 drivers, there's less chance of any crazy incidents. So hopefully we get one safety car, if preferably none. So we're going to see what the mid-gear drivers have got tonight.
Of course, Jeff is not safe, even if he overtakes Pui right now. So
Championship battle here. Fastest
and
lap.
Godzilla seems to be really fast already. Pui almost on a second behind, or even before DRS. You can also see Pui really pushing his DRS and not gaining a lot. So looks like Godzilla is going for the same race as last week in Portimao.
Yeah, also Pui's on the mediums and Jetfish is on the soft, so that's going to be interesting. I didn't, from the race last night, I didn't see a huge difference in lap times between the softs and the mediums. There is a difference, of course there is a difference, but I don't think with full fuel load and the track maybe not rubbered in completely, I don't think it's as obvious as what you might see in time trial or quali, for example. So this is going to be interesting to see how this unfolds. We've got Al just dropping off.
I agree.
So Al's just dropping off now, but he does have this wing damage. Interested at 10% wing damage, I don't think that shows up on the display. I think anything less than 20 does not give you a change of colour on the display. So it'll be interesting to see whether Al actually knows he's got that wing damage or not. We've got the Maverick 1.4 seconds behind Al, and then we've got F1 Richie with the beautiful sounding Ferrari.
We see Pui doing the fastest
lap
now, so yeah, Jetfish is right behind him. Might even go for a move now in turn one, putting it on the inside line and gets the move done. So it's Jetfish in P2 right now. He might be careful, a little bit more careful, because I do think he got a warning on his exit there in turn one.
I was on board with Richie there, pulling a move on the Maverick into T1. So
like I said, yeah, Jetfish is on 2 warnings already, so he might be a little bit more careful on his track limits, because you don't want to lose it out on penalties, in my opinion.
he's probably thinking that both Rosilla and Pui are both on the medium tyres, which he will see on his display. So when you know that the guys around you are going long, he's probably feeling a bit of pressure.
You want to overtake them, because you won't have any advantage if you need to box and you are behind those guys.
Well, we'll keep an eye out on that unfolds as we go downfield a little bit. So we've got Shigs in 6th place, chasing down Richie and Al.
Or P12, P11, I mean, sorry. Eek and Frax really switching positions every corner. Evil Master also mixing in now. Great to see Evil Master's moving off as well.
Evil Master is back. Let's stay on board with him as he comes
is
round.
going in.
So Evil Master is now chasing down the mighty Frax. Only 24% of ERS left, which is quite low for early on.
To be honest, I do think this is already the strategy for Eek. I don't know what strategy he is on, because he goes to the softs without any damage he pitted. So that's very strange to see in lap 4. If he went to the hards, I could imagine he was going for the end. It sucks. It's a little bit weird to see.
2 stop. Maybe he's banking
And-
on. Oh my goodness me, Evil Master following the mighty Frax through,
Yeah.
through that corner. Both of them together. If you're going to go there, I'm going to go there.
Yeah, really creating a new line on this track.
Well, it's great. It's great to see Evil actually still driving after lap 2. So
Richie now going for a move on L on the DRS side, and L might even be overtaken by Shix as well. Shix is patient enough to wait, and it's Richie in P4. And someone went off, and that was Dragos. Managed to keep it out of the wall.
sorry, I'm
You
still
don't
on board.
want
I'm
to
still
hit
on
the
board for a
wall.
moment with the battle between Evil and Frax.
L also pitting right now, so you might have noticed he has a little bit of damage on his wing as well. So, well, I started a poll on the live chat right before the race, and the majority of 82% think Jetfish will get the title today.
I would tend to agree. I can see that Jetfish has actually took Rosilla. We've got Colin joining us in the chat saying go on Richie. So another fan joining us supporting Richie as Evil gets the job done on the mighty Frax. Next target will be Dragos.
Oh, and we lost Pui. Pui is out.
That is it. That is it.
That's
Your
it.
championship is over. Jetfish is the mid-gear champion.
Yeah, well, he
Oh,
can still
what
be
an
oh, no.
anticlimax, Pui.
Yeah, this was very disappointing. Very, very disappointing. He completely lost it on the
And-
exit.
And we've got a full course safety car.
And
So,
now it's gonna be
we're
interesting.
5
L
laps
is on
in.
fresh mediums. I don't know if they can do 22 laps, to be honest. 20
Yes, we had.
probably.
I think we had Sprink last night who did 21 laps. Who's going to take the gamble and go on the hards? That's the question. Who's going to go on the hards? And Jetfish is going in. Is he going medium? Is he going hard?
Oh, need to be really careful on this pit.
And Rosilla's going in. Richie is staying out. Good move, Richie, in my opinion. I think
Come
that's
on,
the
Richie.
right thing to do. Come on! We've got Shigs going in and Puggy. Puggy's
Jetfish
followed him.
taking the mediums.
Puggy's
Oh,
followed him.
that's a double stack
Oh, Puggy
for
followed
Williams.
him. No,
What
they
are you
obviously
doing,
they
Puggy?
obviously know what they're doing though. They're in party when they're racing. So just for Puggy, we'll stay on board and watch him sit and do nothing for 10 seconds.
Yeah,
Is he
double
going?
stack.
Is he going hard? Is he going hard? He's going
No,
medium.
he's going mediums.
Nobody's
No,
gone
he's
hard.
going for another stop as well because he started on the
No, he's
mediums.
not.
If I'm not.
No, he's not.
No?
They both started on the softs. Very, very unusual for Puggy to start on the softs, but he did, and he's
Yeah,
now gone
then
to the
the-
mediums. So he's aiming to take them by the top.
Sminotla in the chat, let's go Jetfish. He knows this is all right.
This is a Red Bull conspiracy going on, I can see.
Even Master had wing damage, saying in chat. Well, he got some new mediums on and is still in P11. Can get back on the pack. Same for E, who just exits.
Isn't it amazing? Isn't it amazing how these youngsters have got the time to type in the chat as well as drive?
Yeah, that's insane.
That's pretty incredible. Pretty incredible.
I can't even manage my dashboard for pitting and driving at the same time.
I can't even drive, let alone manage the dashboard and chat. So yeah, I do hope you've not gone into AI there, Evil, but I'm sure that the stewards will check that out later. So we got
Rotzilla going for a 2-stop as well because he started on the mediums. He went to
He
the
is.
softs instead of the hards.
so if he's gone to the softs, then he's obviously not confident that those mediums can go all the way through to the end. And I have to say, that could be a good call. I saw Sprink, I think, do 21 laps on the mediums yesterday, but when we did the practice race on Monday, I think your mediums got a puncture at about 50%. Was that right?
Yeah, not even 40.
Yeah. So
But that might have been debris as well.
and the
but-
Mavericks pitted. The Mavericks pitted just now. So
Yeah,
That's a strange,
great.
strange
Yeah, well,
timing.
I do think on this moment Jetfish is provisionally
Well, it's
leading the
probably
race.
okay because we got Wow, who's waiting to come in to join the pack. So the safety car is staying out for this lap, which means that the Maverick will still join at the back.
You must have, you must love this P2, P3.
Yeah, well, I mean, Alpine. What can you say? We have to drive together in Alpine.
Well, and I love next to my Moretti, the Italian F1 Ricci, and of course the mighty Fraction P3.
What's
Great
the
work, guys.
So what? Why are you having an Italian night tonight? Just out of interest.
Yeah, I was just in the supermarket and I noticed the Morettis. I said I'll take this one.
Just for mid gear. That's support for you. I like it. Dragos is doing
I
great.
like it.
RPM Dragos. We've not spoke much about Dragos this season, season 1. So RPM Dragos is a founder member of RPM, an absolute amazing guy to work
He's
with.
a little bit quiet in the chat, but he's great.
And race with. I was just going to say exactly the same thing. He's very, very quiet in the Discord, but what a fantastic guy and driver. And he's up to 7th. He's had some really bad luck in the last couple of weeks with incidents and crashes. So I'm holding a bit of a kind of fingers crossed for Dragos that tonight he has a great race. And he's probably really enjoying this. Up to 7th. Safety car is in.
Yeah, and don't forget that Dragos drives no assist.
Completely no assist, no
And
line.
is
Yeah.
still outscoring his teammate, always spinning Rick.
Well, we can't comment on Always Rick tonight because he's not here. He's dancing with Kylie, so we've got to keep that a bit tame. As Richie starts to slow off as the safety car goes in. Luke is following. Let's hope we get a clean safety car restart here. I think Richie has decided to go. Richie's gone.
That looking at the touch system, Richie made a great call because his tires are nearly 20%.
Correct.
So this is a great call from Richie to stay out.
Yeah, what's interesting, if you look at Richie's tyre wear, and I've never seen this before, Backer, and maybe you can tell me if I'm wrong, but Richie has higher tyre wear on the rear than the front. And I have never seen that before.
Yeah, you can. He might have got a little bit more differential.
Yeah, I think Richie may have set the pressures in the rear lower than the front. As we're on board with Rosilla, Rosilla is really, really pushing to get past Jetfish. There's some bumping and banging going on. And all the time, Richie is getting away out the front. He's got a 1.4 second lead.
Yeah, but also looking at touch system, the Mighty Facts, his tires are the same age as the Richie's tires, but they are so much worse. So Richie is definitely doing a great job on managing his tires.
Rosilla comes up the inside.
Oh, and there's happening a lot.
Oh, bumpity bumpity bump.
Jetfish, yeah, how much risk is he planning on taking?
Well, it doesn't matter now because he'll know that Pui is out. I'm sure he's had a radio message from his pit crew telling him that he is the champion, but every champion wants to win, so I'm sure he wants to go out with a win, and he will still think that he can finish this on a win, I'm sure.
But the longer he is stuck putting Rodzilla out, maybe he tries to put Rodzilla into the fight with Shiggs as well.
And we got, and Luke, Jetfish has gone past Luke on T1, and Rosilla has gone through into P3 as well. So hang in there, Luke. And right behind him we got Shiggs.
Yeah, who is
also on the mediums. This is going to be an awesome race. Shaq has just joined to tell us that Pui is out. Well, Thanks for that, Shaq.
Didn't
Yeah, we
notice
knew that.
that.
We knew that about 10 laps ago. But very nice of you to join us. Obviously, you're on your phone hotspot because your internet's still not working. We've got John, RPM John. Good evening, John. Joining us. Come on, Jetfish. Another Red Bull fan. Like the
And
Red
we've got
Bull.
a-
And why have we got another safety car? And Evil Master is out.
No,
Oh,
no,
dear.
no. Evil. I'm feeling so
I'm
sorry
done.
for
He's
you
done.
right now.
He's done. I can see a video coming on. I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, he just
I'm done with
said
this
it.
man. I'm done with this man. I'm so done with this. I'm done with this man. Oh dear. Oh dear.
And
Well,
now we got another safety car, and Richie, yeah, of course, he is going in. Rotzilla also going in because he can go back to the medium compound again. And we got Jetfish now leading the race. Luke stays out.
Luke
on
stayed
9
out
laps.
on 9 laps. Yeah, that's a questionable move, really.
And we got Shakes in P3 and Buggy in P4. So Williams is making the
absolutely
championship
storming,
looking
storming.
making the championship, constructor championship really interesting now
And in,
with L behind them. So
and in 7th place, we've got Eek Wow, that was right at the back of the pack
Nice.
on the previous safety car. So,
yeah,
and now Richie, that was leading, is down in 9th. Brazilla is in 10th, looking very racy.
yeah,
And then-
already behind the safety car.
And then we got the Mighty Frax on new mediums. So the Maverick is on 2-lap old soft. Now, with 17 laps to go, he's got to pit again.
He definitely does, yeah.
So I think the people who've got to pit again are probably Luke and the Maverick. I think everybody else will be going to the end unless there is another safety car.
Evil Master saying he doesn't feel comfortable racing with these people. So that's, I don't know what happened exactly because I completely missed it. And John asking for me to get the champagne ready. I wish I could, but it's pretty drunk it all.
Yeah, all right, John. Take the champagne just yet. That's for the final round. Ready? Get your fingers out of the box. Oh no, really sorry for Evil Master that because I think this is part of the transition from controller to wheel. It's a very, very different proposition driving on the wheel, and some tracks are better for the wheel, some tracks are not so good for the wheel, but it's completely different. So
While the safety car stays out one more lap, Jetfish almost collects him.
yeah, well, we were on board once. Me and Rick were on board once with someone that actually drove straight into the safety car in Canada, and yeah, we did struggle to contain ourselves really.
Yeah, I know. I can imagine.
So while we're under this safety car backer, what was the questions in the press room as my co-commentator?
I got some great questions.
Have you really?
If you ask me. Yeah, we got some great answers as well. So first I will give you the questions and you tell me which one you want to know.
Hit me, hit me.
I asked the guys how comfortable they feel around this track first.
Next.
How much practice do you usually get in before the race and how important is practice for you?
Next.
Looking back all the way to your first race here, how was your first RPM journey so far and how would you rate RPM on a scale from 1 to 10?
Next.
Which driver in your respective division gave you the best race you can remember?
Perfect.
My
Number
best,
4.
I mean
Number
cleanest,
4.
funnest. Alright, so Rotzilla saying
So let's
the
go on
race
board with it.
against time. Zeronix and Jetfish was nice in Portimao. Also I had a great fight with Shakes in Hungary. So he's Zeronix, Jetfish and Shakes
Okay.
are on his list. The unfortunate Evil Master voting for RF1 Richie, of course.
Of course. Who
Jetfish.
wouldn't? Jetfish, yeah.
Actually voting for his biggest contender, Pui. We all remember the race in Brazil where they fought 36 laps in a row. So yeah, that was a great race.
And one more. We've
Jake's
got time for one more.
Jake's getting a vote from F1 Richie.
Okay.
That's the guy you want to get a vote from, if you ask me.
If Richie votes for you as being a good competitive driver, that's like getting a trophy at the end of the season, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Also, fun to see that Pui is also voting for Jetfish. So both sides of contenders are really happy with each other.
So, as we rejoin, Jetfish pulls away and we get going again. Good start from Jetfish, almost pulls a second gap under the safety car. Luke in second with his 11 lap old mediums. And
It's
we've got
sitting duck at the moment.
a challenge coming here from Shigs, although Shigs are 5 laps. And Shigs goes around the outside
Also,
in T1, inside
Buggy.
T2. Great move.
Buggy getting on the podium as well. Both Williams in P2, P3 right now.
Do you think there's team orders here?
Well, I don't think so.
Can Shigs
Maybe-
understand Puggy in the team orders?
Maybe at the end of the race, if they are close, Shigs will let Puggy pass because Puggy is higher in the standings, of course.
I don't think he will.
But he can't get a championship anymore, so. And they need to.
Oh, Puggy! No!
There we lost
Oh, no, get your spam out. Oh, no. Oh, we were on board with that as well. That was commentator's curse. So,
Puggy. Yeah, absolutely.
Shigs won't be letting him through, that's for sure.
And Luke back in P3 on his 11 laps old medium.
And
Now it's L.
just see Rosilla going past Maverick. And Richie's just carefully biding his time.
How great would it be if we can see RPM Dragos on the podium here?
I was just seeing, but Dragos is the only one with the penalty at the moment, which is pretty. Oh, he was, as the commentator's curse strikes again. He was, and we got yellow in sector 3, which looks to be an Alpha Tauri.
He is stuck on the pit end.
Is he really?
Yeah, but he's
He's
in
through
the
now.
pits
He's
right
through now.
So.
And Puggy's got in because Puggy had a spin as well. So they're
Dragos
going to
getting
go.
overtaken now by E. And it's 3 wide in third 3.
Oh, Rosilla, yeah.
Dragos taking the better of it and backing out. Great choice from Dragos there. Choosing the better. And now Rosilla and Eek, who are friends, this might get interesting as well.
They were friends. Rosilla's through. Evil is saying that Dragos needs to pit. I don't know why Dragos needs to pit because he's only on 15% mediums and he has no damage. So I don't know why he's got wing damage after the first safety car. Well, the TAS system is not telling us he's got wing damage. So as Dragos, oh,
And then
oh, what was that?
that was the end of a friendship.
Oh, that was on stream. Oh, no comment. Beep. Transmission cut short. Oh my goodness me. Oh, Mr. Stewards. Right, I'm coming off that. Let's get back to the action as we got Dragos now.
L in P3 right now.
Whew. I need to have a little
So
drink
we got-
after that.
Yeah, I'm almost out of these.
Luke's going great guns now, chasing down Al. 0.6 behind, so he's in the DRS. And he's on 13 lap mediums. He's going to have to pit again because we're only on lap 14. My God, we're only just halfway through this race. That's insane. And he's got DRS.
And we see Richie now on the back of the Dragos for the P6, taking the outside of the second DRS race. Interesting move from Richie. Going a little bit wide, but
Just seen an amazing move
and now
from Luke.
Rodzilla picks up a penalty as well.
Just caught an amazing move from Luke there at the end with the DRS down the end of the straight on his 13 lap old medium. So I reckon, let's have a look at Luke's tyre wear. They're only 29% worn, those mediums. So that's not bad. And Al, who is behind him on 9 lap old mediums, sorry, now he's in front of him. So Al's are 21% worn. So Luke's managing his tyres really, really well.
Yeah, he definitely is. We missed it, but Shiggs got the lead.
We have missed it. As Big Puggy sets the fastest lap. Obviously he's trying to get finished to get down the chippy. Yeah, Jetfish is struggling here against Shiggs. Same tyre wear.
Yeah, but maybe Jetfish isn't taking too many risks at all and wants to get a podium before.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Closing right up now. Here we go. Nope, 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 nope.
Boris saying he certainly has a wow factor.
Well, we'll let you deal with that, Boris, because that was, I mean,
Thank you, Stas.
questionable.
Sorry.
So Jetfish is going to get DRS.
Yeah, he is.
As we look at the ERS, Jetfish has got 46%, Shig's got 49%, very similar. Same tyre wear and goes through on the inside of T1. So Shiggs is then going to obviously try to stay behind. Oh, as we come round T3. Oh, they touch.
I'm pretty sure we will see this for a couple of laps in a row right now.
I hope so. This is great racing.
Rodzilla can't keep up with those guys, also having a 3-second penalty, and has L right behind him with Luke still on his 15th lap. So
Shiggs
really
has taken
right
that.
now.
Shiggs has taken that corner really, really wide, and doesn't seem to be getting any penalties from it at all. Which I'm really pleased for him about. I just wish I'd have known about it last night. He's going to get DRS on the straight. This is going to be a good move if he gets this done. He is going for it. He's going for it. Up the inside. And no, thinks twice. And backs out. He's got the drive up towards the tight corner. He's going to save it for the next straight. Try and concentrate on his exit here. Just touches the apex. Gets great drive out. Looks like they've got a back marker in front of them. Oh, Jetfish got good exit there.
It's 5/10 and it just was 4/10 and that was not up. But you see Shiggs not using any ERS while he's using DRS. So maybe he
Dragos
is
gets
learning
a
a
penalty.
lower wing. Very unfortunate for Dragos, who was having a great race, but now penalties seem to take a role from him.
Great racing here. Oh, no! No! No!
How is this even possible?
No!
We lost Shiggs. So unfortunate.
Oh. I feel responsible because I was on board.
Yeah, I was on board with both as well.
And then there were 10.
And another safety car, and now it's
Now what's going to
Who is
happen?
going for those softs?
Luke is the one in the
Dragos.
prime position here because Luke's going to get a free pit stop. They're all going to go to softs.
He just went in for a new soft. Same for the Maverick.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to pass these
The gap
guys
is
that
too,
go in.
No, the gap is too big, but at least it helps them. They won't get lapped at all because they are allowed to pass the safety car. Let's see, the Maverick is right behind
Looks
it
like
now.
it looks like my Monday night coach is telling me in the chat that there are a few places that you can go really wide, but it doesn't make you faster. So thanks for that, Colin. You've just made me feel a hell of a lot better there. Oh, Luke gets a 5-second penalty, speeding in the pit lane. Oh, Luke!
Lukey
oh,
boy,
Luke
come
van der
on.
Mark. He's got a free pit stop as well. Oh, Luke.
Yeah. Luke.
Oh, Luke, at the Alpine team meeting tomorrow, you are going to get so much in trouble. Oh, dear. Anyway,
Interesting is that L is staying out on
12
even
lap
overtaking
old,
the safety car.
disqualified.
Disqualified from session, ignoring yellow flag.
That could be... He's
He
out.
overtook the safety car on my screen.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't
And
know.
now, what?
And the safety car now
Is the
waiting for
safety car's
Jesse.
waiting. We've got this on stream.
What the hell is this? What the hell is
What
this?
the hell is going on? Oh dear. Oh, that was, I'll tell you what, we've been so lucky to catch this on stream tonight. But that's just unbelievable. Oh, so
And now everyone is on fresh soft, so
this is like a RPM lobby glitch sprint race with 9 drivers going to the finish. Oh, my goodness.
and looking at the penalties, it's 3 seconds in P2 for Attila, 5 for Luke, and look who's behind Luke on fresh softs as well.
The praying mantis. RPM.
Absolutely.
RPM Richie, as he's now known.
RPM Richie, we will get him that badge.
Yeah, we'll get him
one
that
day.
badge. We'll don't worry, Richie.
And-
We will pay the £4 or the €4 to get the name changed.
Who is behind RPM Richie? It's the other Italian. So it looks like my Italian night is going absolutely great.
Well, I tell you who has been brought right back into play here is Big Puggy. He's out on the softs, catching up the pack, and considering that he had a spin, must be under the Delta. He's going to join the pack back in 6th place. He's going to be in great shape, Puggy. Great shape.
But needs to remember he's on 3 seconds, and we only have the mighty Frax, RPM Rich, and
yeah,
Jetfish, and Jetfish, who are having no penalties at all. But of course, Jetfish got those warnings in the beginning of the race, so he's close to a penalty on 2 warnings. Same
So
for
we've got,
Frax, by the way.
We got 16 viewers in the stream, so thank you all for joining us. Given that we're now onto a sprint race, if you'd like to make your predictions in the chat, we can have a little bit of dialogue and a bit of fun on who you think is going to win this sprint race, considering the penalties on screen and also that we've got 9 drivers all on softs. So yeah, let us know who you think. And yeah, you're right, John, it is a good job it's not 100% race, or we would just be commentating on maybe Richie driving round on his own. We've
Now
got
we see L
Al joining us in the chat. How did I get disqualified for that? I literally let it back. Yeah, I think once you pass the safety car, you can't let him pass. I don't know.
Bert
I'm not
Mailander
sure.
has no mercy, mate.
No, he's pretty strict.
No
He's pretty
mercy.
strict. Is he?
Yeah.
Is he German, Bert Mailander?
No, he's from Austria. If I'm
He's
right.
Austrian, is he? Okay.
Yeah, he is. But after the incident with Nick Heidfeld, I don't know if you've ever seen it, driving the door out of the safety car, he's so strict.
Ah. We've got
Absolutely.
Al saying that that's a glitch.
Yo, it's a bitch.
It's a bitch and a glitch. So, but we caught it on stream, Al, so we will review it later. As we are ready to go racing again with 9 drivers. RPM Esports F1 mid-gear. Oh, Jetfish and Rozilla, this battle's going to be pretty tense. I think Luke will hang back. I think Richie will hang back. And these guys are going to go for it.
But don't
Shigs
forget,
is saying
of
that
course,
there was oil on track. There was oil on track. Oh, Shigs. I think that you're
did
not...
Ben do that?
I'm not really sure that's true. As we start racing again, and Jetfish didn't get the jump this time that he got last time. Rozilla is right in his wheel
I can tell
track.
you who did. It's Big Buggy on the back of the Mighty Frax already. In the inside, turn one, there's a little bit of
bumped
contact.
him.
But Big Buggy back in P5.
Big Puggy, P5. He's the only one left holding the Williams badge, as we have some predictions. So Jetfish is going to win, but I hope Richie finds some speed and keeps it clean, says Colin. Well, Richie's got no penalties so far, and we got Luke with a 5 second, and we got Rozilla with a 3. So,
and only 7 laps remaining. So, and I don't have the feeling Luke is gaining a second a lap on Richie. So.
and we look at
might be in for the podium, but no commentator curse.
if we look at the tyre wear, we've got Big Puggy. Big Puggy has double the tyre wear of every other driver. That's really strange. As Frax picks up a 3 second penalty. RPM Dragos with 6 seconds of penalty in 6th place.
Also, John backing up Richie in the chat. So, like you said, Richie
could get
huge fan
P2. Come on.
With I can tell you guys, with the merchandise we are launching for season 2, we will get a F1 Richie fan club shirt.
Is that the RPM Richie collection?
Absolutely, we will get you a fan club shirt. A beautiful red one.
It's got to be red. He's the only driver in RPM that actually is contracted to drive for the Ferrari. Everyone else can change and different cars, but Richie has to drive the Ferrari. That was the conditions of entry.
Absolutely, and he is definitely making his contract worth it. If you ask me, because like you can see, he has a lot of fans around here, a lot of respect. Wish they respected me like that.
That's never going to happen.
No, it's not.
All the drivers are really close together, actually, even all the way back to
but
Eek.
not
Wow.
going for any moves. I need a dive bomb, guys. Come on.
No, I don't think we do need a dive bomb. I think we've got Puggy now, the closest driver behind Richie. And Puggy knows that the pressure's on him because he'll be disappointed about that 3 second penalty. Jetfish is having a great race. Oh, and we've got Rozilla, 2/10. Oh.
Colin saying Richie at me high again next season. I'm pretty sure that's not happening. Because
Colin, Colin's going to his own gear next season. He's going to moon gear.
And Rozilla took the lead.
Rozilla. Good overtake. Rozilla. Great overtake. And the Maverick picks up another 3 second penalty.
Bastard, just saying to me, you're missing it, you guys. Yeah.
We're not missing it. We're on it. We're on it. We're on it. We know exactly what's going on.
Yeah, we are. Luke still in P3.
Oh, we missed
Richie.
Big Puggy getting past Richie. That's fair enough.
Yeah, but who cares? Who cares?
Well, we care, we care, we care.
No, we don't, because Richie doesn't have a single penalty, so he will take him back.
Yeah, but he's got to stay behind Puggy now. He's got to stay behind him. He's got 5 laps to go.
Now you watch it.
Well, if you were still driving Eagle Master and not spun out,
We
we'd
would
have
have
another.
watched you.
We would have had another car to watch, wouldn't we? So, anyway,
Yeah, for
we can't swear
Yeah.
on stream.
for
RPM
Fufi's
is
sake.
13
For
plus.
Fufi's sake.
Jetfish is holding steady here behind Rosilla. I think there's a late, and we got a yellow in sector 3, which looks
Yeah,
like an
that looks to be
AlphaTauri,
the
so it's the Maverick.
Very unfortunate. And Rodzilla. I make Rodzilla Italian as well, because it sounds great.
Which is not. Jetfish with DRS. Similar ERS, slightly more in the favour of Jetfish, but remembering that Rosilla has a 3-second
He's
penalty.
overtaking the mighty Frax, who fell back all the way to P8. I'm so feeling sorry for him. Come on, Frax. Come on, boy. Come on. Don't know the Italian word for get him, but go get him.
Big Puggy's having a storming run, closing that gap right down. 1.9 seconds now on Luke.
Yeah, but we're still in 9/10.
Well, Richie, yeah, but Luke, I mean, Luke's... they're all on the same tyres now. Yeah, Richie's still
Yeah,
holding
and-
close to Puggy, so...
Interesting fact is, everyone except Eek and Jetfish are low on ERS. We did lose a little bit on votes on the poll, 16 votes, so if Jetfish will clinch the chance even after we DNFs and we see a move from Jetfish on as well in turn 1. Even after Pui DNF'd, we still got some guys who said no. Interesting. But 81% says Jetfish will take it. Yeah.
Jetfish wants to
just
win.
needs-
He wants to win the title with a win
In style.
in style.
I'm gonna win the high gear title tomorrow in style as well.
For a minute there, I thought you said you were going to win the high gear title tomorrow.
Yes! I said,
Ah,
yeah.
the communication, the quality of comms is really poor. Can't hear properly. As Rosilla has got DRS. Is he going to do a dive? No, he's not. He's going to save it for the main straight. These guys are having a great race. Jetfish still with no penalties. Around this circuit is really, really respectable. Oh, really close now.
and
Also,
of course
Richie
he-
still with no penalties, and Equal. But I think Equal has had some penalties removed. Well, he's going to get some penalties after the race, that's for definite.
Yeah, but
Oh, Jetfish gets
Rodzilla
away
was
lovely.
involved. Yeah, Rodzilla was involved in that one and is still in P2, so
Jetfish got great drive out of that turn, but Rosilla's still coming back. Slipstream, and oh, they nearly touched. They did touch. No damage, no damage. I can report from the TAS headquarters, still no damage. That's good news. So the battle continues. 3 laps to go.
I hate to say this, but I need Puggy to at least make a little bit of a mistake because I want my Lukey boy in P3. Come on, boys.
Yeah, but he's got
Sorry for you, Puggy. Yeah, he still needs 5/10 to be safe on P3, and he's not very comfortable on the ERS. So I just want Lukey boy in P3. Sorry to say it, I prefer Lukey.
Well, there's nothing like saying exactly what you mean. I thought commentators were supposed to stay impartial and unbiased, but anyway,
I'm completely
yeah,
unbiased, but he deserves it.
okay, just because he backed you up. Right, so we've got Rosilla staying behind Jetfish, only 3/10. We got 2 laps to go. Let's have a quick ERS check. So we have got 20% with Rosilla. We've got 40% with Jetfish. As Rosilla now pulls out the slipstream, gets the job done on the inside. Jetfish drops back in behind with the ERS advantage. This is going to go all the way to the finish. I know there's a penalty, and I know that it definitely will be in the mind of... Oh, as Jetfish picks up a penalty! We are now equal! Wow. This is now going to be a race to the finish. So we've got Jetfish on 33% ERS, gets the DRS on Rosilla, 16% for Rosilla. So Rosilla's pushing. He is pushing. Jetfish gets DRS. He's probably going to save it as Frax picks up another 3-second penalty. He's probably going to save it for the main straight. Bit less risk, cleaner overtaking manoeuvre. Don't know where my co-coms has gone.
I'm here.
Probably gone to have a cigarette or something like that. This battle is immense. You've just missed that Jetfish has picked up a 3-second penalty, so we are now equal for the win. And it is the closest battle on track.
Well, we entered the final lap.
And Jetfish goes up the inside. And he's got the move done as Rosilla follows.
I'm just started the final poll in the live chat as driver of the day. Big Puggy leading the votes at the moment. Of course, he had a great. We have a yellow flag and it looks to be the Mighty Frax. I'm so sorry for you, amigo, but I have your back. Italian style.
I think Jetfish has got the job done here. He's got 20% ERS. He's going to use all of it now on the straight, as you can see. And even with DRS, Rosilla can't get close enough for a move on this part of the track. And Jetfish is going to hope he's going to pull it. He's going to hope he pulls away. Rosilla, a bit of a spin. Oh no, he spun. Rosilla has spun and Jetfish comes across the line. The fastest fish in all of Russia.
Even looked like Richie was collecting him, but I am very happy with this. Lukey boy
takes the win. Luke takes P2.
And Richie
takes P2.
That is amazing.
And Luke in P3. Big Puggy with an awesome drive in P4.
Wow.
What a recovery.
In P7, the Mighty Frax coming through as well.
RPM Dragos in P6 after penalties applied. Mighty Frax coming through in P8. And the final finisher, taking 9th place, is the Maverick. Woo! And that is the RPM Esports mid-gear round 11 Russia. And Big Puggy gets the driver of the day, and he wins a fresh tin of Spam, which will be sent to him in the post after the race.
Also on stream, yeah, Big Puggy and Jetfish need to share the driver of the day by our community. So no driver of the day by the RPM viewers. I will invite the podium finishes
Please do. As we look at the results, we will take a copy of these because somebody in our RPM results and tables department every week has to chase these through and take a nipper clip of these. So we've got Jetfish with the win, P1 for Red Bull. In second place, fantastic podium for F1 Richie, RPM Richie as he's now known. We have Luke in third place in the Alpine, making up the podium. We have Big Puggy in fourth place, Rozilla taking fifth, RPM Dragos in sixth. We have Eek Wow in seventh in the McLaren, reserving in the McLaren. The Mighty Frax in eighth in the Alpine, and the final finisher of the day is the Maverick in ninth place. So we will just wait a moment now for the drivers to join us in the chat. And I think that my wonderful co-commentator has invited some of the guys to join us. Did I see that we have Luke joining us, Backer?
Yes, we got Luke in already. Our finisher in P3, of course.
Are you there, Luke?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
We can
Yes,
hear you.
we can.
We can hear you. How are you, mate?
Great. Well, I'm sweating a lot.
Oh, fantastic. Congratulations.
Fantastic
What an
race,
awesome
mate.
race. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I had a bad start, very bad start, but I tried to keep it clean and just stay in the race. And from there, I tried to keep calm, not crash, and at the end, I was a bit lucky with the safety car to the softs because I needed to switch. But then I sped in the pit lane, but only by a couple kilometers, so that took my 5 seconds, and I was pushing so hard to keep to be in front of Big Puggy, but at the end I got it, and I got P3, so I'm happy.
Brilliant, mate. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant race. We were gutted when you got the 5-second penalty. I think we were on board at the time, but yeah, fantastic result, mate, and really well done. Really great.
Yeah,
very
great.
much.
Really great stuff.
Great result. I was cheering for you, to be
Backer,
honest.
Backer would like, before you leave, Backer would like you to sign his Luke poster, if you don't mind.
Yeah. I'm getting one for
He's a
sure.
big fan, man. He's a big fan.
Yeah, thank you.
I definitely am.
Well done, mate. Well done. Awesome race. Awesome race.
Thank
So
you.
we then have. Do we have our
I'm waiting for a little music, to be honest.
Do we have our second place finisher?
Not yet.
So we will move to our race winner and RPM Esports mid-gear season 1 champion. Congratulations, the fastest fish in Russia, Mr. Jetfish. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Congratulations, mate.
Oh.
What a race. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it was tricky. I thought Rozilla was definitely quicker, but I was planning on just to stick behind him, and then I got a penalty out of nowhere with no warnings. So I was like, oh shit, actually got a win now. So
Well, confession to make, we were on board at the time when you got that penalty, so that might have been commentator's curse, but it made the last 3 laps really interesting. The safety cars. How did the safety cars play out for you in that race?
I learnt from Monza to if you're on old tyres, pit, because it makes such a difference. So I was always going to pit as soon as there was a safety car, and luckily everyone else pitted, so I didn't lose many positions.
Very good. What happened at T1 with your teammate?
Pui, I tried to avoid everybody, but Pui braked a lot earlier than I expected, and I was going a bit quicker, and I just didn't want to pile into the back of him, so I had to just avoid everything.
Well, it looked pretty good on the stream because we've got one Red Bull going one way and one Red Bull going the other. So yeah, it did look good. Any questions from you, Backer?
No questions, but from my Red Bull heart, a big congratulations to you, mate. You were outstanding the entire season.
Thank you.
And you really deserve this title as well. I only got one question. What went through your head at the moment you noticed Pui DNF'd?
Finish.
Yeah, were you focused more on finishing the race, or were you focused on finishing his style?
I wanted to win, definitely. Once he DNF'd, I thought I'd probably get on the podium because Rosilla was definitely quicker. But then I think his tyre wear was probably a bit worse than mine. I could probably hold him off in the DRS zones and stuff like that, which worked out quite well.
Yeah, you had a great race, mate. A very big applause from my side.
Yeah, brilliant, mate.
Thank you.
Absolutely brilliant.
Um,
I've got one last question. So mid gear champion, season 1. Where do you think that you will finish in high gear in season 2?
Nowhere near, because I've raced against a few of you guys, and they are quick.
Come on, don't be modest. Come on, tell us the truth. Where would you hope to finish in high gear season 2?
Top half maybe. I think that would be a good step up.
Okay.
Well, that's better than I do.
Well, you've just took my joke away there, because I was going to say that'll be a massive improvement for Red Bull, excluding Spinotler, of course. But no, really well done, mate. Congratulations, great race. And what started out as a 13-car race, we thought that might be a little bit tricky to commentate on, but actually it was full of stuff. So really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was definitely a good race.
It was a great race, and the wet qualifying as well. That was thrown in.
Yeah,
what was that all about?
I weren't too annoyed about it, but then everyone started qualifying on inters, and I didn't have enough time to come in and get back out, so
Yeah,
I
it was,
had to stick with it.
Super job. Well, thanks very much, mate.
That's right.
Congratulations.
And now, a little advice from a Red Bull driver himself. Head down and take that constructors next week.
Will do.
Ooh,
It was not the best day, and
that
Williams.
sounded a bit
Will do.
formal.
I think if my teammate didn't overtake the safety car, I think we would have done
Yeah,
it.
we did. We do have to apologise to Al, aka
Yeah,
Scott,
because-
because we actually lost the plot at that moment, and on stream, yeah, I'm not sure that was even sensible talk for
Yeah,
about.
I don't know what happened there, but
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think they expect anything serious from us, Richie. to
No,
be
that's
honest.
true. That's true. But we're making memories. So thanks to everybody.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so we're going to wrap this up, and I'm just now going to drop back into just speak with my click the wrong button. Just speak back in with my co-coms. Any last things from you, Backer, before we wrap up the stream?
Yeah, I want to thank everyone for watching once again. Great race from the podium, great race from some individual drivers as well. Big Buggy had a great race overall. Richie had a great race, even got rewarded with a P2, of course. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also follow us on social media. And yeah, that was it for me. I can tell you 7 times in a row good evening, but I leave that to the commentator himself.
Thanks, mate. Okay, so that's it from us. So please join us tomorrow for RPM Esports F1 High Gear, round 11 in Russia. Thanks for watching the stream. If you're watching this on catch up, then and you would like to join RPM Esports, then you can scan the QR code on screen now, and that will automatically take you to the invite for our Discord server, where our fantastic admins will be waiting to welcome you into the RPM community. So that's all from me. Great evening. Thanks, everybody, and we will see you again very soon. Have a good evening. And as always, Rick would say,